Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a couple who longed for a child. After many years, their wish was granted, and the wife became pregnant. They lived next to a beautiful garden owned by a powerful enchantress named Mother Gothel. This garden was filled with all sorts of wonderful plants and flowers, but it was surrounded by high walls. One day, the wife saw some rampion, a type of leafy plant, in the garden and craved it desperately. She begged her husband to get some for her. The husband, loving his wife dearly, climbed over the wall and stole some rampion. He was relieved when his wife ate the rampion and seemed content. But soon, she craved more, and the husband had no choice but to return to the garden. As he gathered more rampion, the enchantress Mother Gothel appeared. She was furious at his theft but softened when the man explained his wife's craving. She agreed to let him go with the rampion on one condition. When the child was born, the couple had to give it to her. The man, terrified and desperate, agreed. When the baby girl was born, the enchantress took her away and named her Rapunzel, after the rampion plant. Mother Gothel raised Rapunzel in a tall tower hidden deep in the forest. The tower had no doors or stairs, only a single window at the very top. As Rapunzel grew, so did her golden hair, which eventually became incredibly long. Mother Gothel would visit the tower by calling out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel would then let her long braid down through the window, and Mother Gothel would climb up. Years passed, and Rapunzel became a beautiful young woman. She was lonely, having no company except for Mother Gothel. One day, a prince was riding through the forest when he heard Rapunzel singing. Her voice was so lovely that he followed it until he found the tower. He watched as Mother Gothel called for Rapunzel to let down her hair and realized how he could reach her. The next day, after Mother Gothel left, the prince called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Thinking it was Mother Gothel, Rapunzel let her hair down, and the prince climbed up. They were both surprised to see each other, but the prince was kind, and they quickly became friends. The prince visited Rapunzel every day, and soon they fell in love. They planned to escape the tower and be married. However, one day, Rapunzel accidentally mentioned the prince to Mother Gothel. Furious, Mother Gothel cut off Rapunzel's hair and banished her to a desolate desert. When the prince came that evening, Mother Gothel let down the cut braid. When he reached the top, she revealed what she had done and pushed him from the tower. He fell into a bed of thorns that blinded him. Heartbroken and blind, the prince wandered for years, searching for Rapunzel. At last, he heard her singing and followed the sound until he found her. Rapunzel cried tears of joy, and her tears fell on his eyes, miraculously healing them. The prince could see again, and they returned to his kingdom, where they lived happily ever after.